To understand how a monopoly behaves, I'm going to use the kind of a simple example of actually what amounts to an artificial monopoly, because this is going to be like a duty-free shop at an airport. Imagine you're in the South and you're flying home, and you want to buy some gifts at a duty-free. You happen to have $70 in your pocket. You want to have some, let's say there's a shop selling boxes of chocolate. There's only one shop. And so you have to make a decision about how many boxes you're going to purchase. So I'm going to show your demand curve. And to keep it simple, too, imagine the guy selling this duty-free shop happens to be a mind reader, and so he knows your demand curve. What's relevant in this story is the fact that your demand curve is not going to be perfectly elastic. And the demand curve facing the firm is elastic to some degree, so or inelastic to some degree. So let's consider this possibility here. I've just drawn your demand curve like this, and let's say, for example, if the guy charges $12 per box, you happen to decide that at this high price you're not going to buy any chocolate, just it's too expensive, and you're going to buy gifts that you can give to people back in Canada. Say in Cuba, you're going to buy the rum or whatever it is you can offer to people when you get back. $12 is too much for you. At the other extreme, let's imagine this point down here is that, let's say it's a promotion. They're giving away boxes for free, so the price is zero. In which case you'll pick up 24 boxes. Why? Because you can fit 24 in your carry-on. So this is just an example. I need a demand curve of some sort. So the point here is that if the seller happens to choose a price of $12, you don't buy any. And if, on the other hand, he sets a price of zero, you'll take 24 boxes. But you can quickly see that at point A and point B, he'll have zero total revenue. He's not going to get any money from you. Let's take a look at this. At this point here, at the price of $12, you're not going to buy any boxes. So point A is like total revenue is zero. If at the other extreme, he gives them away for free, you'll take 24 boxes, but once again, his total revenue will be zero. But clearly, in between these 2 points, between 0 and 24, he's going to have some total revenue. He's going to make money of some sort. You're going to buy some boxes, and he's going to have to hand over some money. So I want to see what that would look like. So let me consider this possibility. Let's say he picks a price of $9. Well, according to your demand curve, then you would buy 6 boxes. Again, if I wanted to look at this, I'd be looking at your indifference curves, and I'd derive a demand curve and so on and so forth. I'm not going to do any of that. But what we can say is that if he fixes a price of $9, you buy six boxes rather. Well, that means to say this area, the green area here, represents the total revenue. That's the amount of money that you're going to have to take out of your wallet and hand over to him. So you can see it here, the total revenue is $54. So if on the other hand, he were to fix a price of, say, $11 up here, well, then in this case, it turns out you would buy, for example, 2 boxes. And in that case, he would have $22 in revenue. Now, we can follow through to this idea in the graph I had just a moment ago, where I had points A and B when the total revenue was 0 in both of these cases. But buy no chocolate, the price is $12. Over here, the price is 0, but the seller has no revenue. Now we can create a new graph like this, where, for example, if I put 6 in here, his total revenue would be $54, like this. But what you can see, you know that I have to go from A to B. You've got to start at 0, go up to something, and then go back to 0. There's going to be a point somewhere in the middle here where you can say that he would, if he could find that point, whatever it happens to be, you have to find out what the price he's going to ask you to sell, and then you would choose to purchase a certain number of boxes, and he'd be able at that point to get the maximum amount of money from you, assuming he's a mind reader and he knows your demand curve. But there's something really relevant to take into account with this little analysis so far, is that he's not really concerned about getting the maximum amount of money out of your wallet. What he'd really want to do is maximize his economic profit. And that's going to be the total revenue minus the total cost. In other words, we haven't taken into account the cost of the boxes of chocolate, which is something we're going to have to do. So this quick analysis here is a little bit more complex than what I've shown. But we're on the first steps of understanding what is called economic profit, or in this case really would be an economic rent, and it's in fact a monopoly rent.